You probably heard that Switzerland is really expensive, but how expensive can it really get? Let's talk about how expensive it is to live in Switzerland and the hidden expenses that nobody tells you about. If you are new here, hi boo, my name is Ella, and after 4 years of living in Switzerland, I've realized that the cost of living isn't just about high prices. It's about knowing where the money actually goes. So today, I will break it down into groceries, rent, transportation, health insurance, and those sneaky extra costs that nobody tells you about. Now let's start with rent. If you live in places like Geneva, Zurich, Bern, like big cities, your rent per month can go up from like 1,500 to like 1,800, and that is like a 1-bedroom apartment, right? Or like a studio. It's that expensive. I would suggest that if you choose an apartment, first of all, where you live contributes a lot to how much you actually gonna spend per month. So if you choose like cities that is not like big or like small towns, you spend less. And if you're coming as a student to Switzerland, I would actually advise you to rent a room in somebody's house or somebody's apartment. From the start, I did that when I was doing my internship because earning internship money is not a lot. And if you're trying to like save up, I think it's best to like rent in somebody's place and then you save up until you're able to afford your own place. But places like Montreal, recently I've been looking for an apartment, and the cheapest I've actually seen in Montreal is like 1,300, and this is because Montreal is like a tourist city, so everything is expensive. But if I'm looking at neighboring cities like Villeneuve, Aigle, Clarence, and these places, you can get like affordable accommodations. You don't have to share. You can get it, I think, like 1,100 to 1,400 max. But here is the shocker: Swiss apartments do not come furnished. You could get an apartment which doesn't come with kitchen appliances. Yes. And if you're renting an apartment, the agency or the owner would request for 3 months deposit. Yes, they always do. And your apartment price is not supposed to be more than 30% of your monthly income. So if you're not ready to, or if you don't have enough funds to pay the deposit upfront, you can use an insurance company called Swiss Caution, and then they will settle that bill for you. So that is something that you should keep in mind. So let's move on to grocery shopping. If you have watched my previous videos, I've told you about like how you can save when it comes to groceries, and I'm gonna say it again. Grocery shopping in Switzerland is very expensive, and sometimes the things that you go to the store and buy, the cheaper ones is like they're expiring very soon, right? But this is one thing I've noticed about Switzerland. When you go to the stores, they have the normal prices up the shelf, and then they have the budget ones down the shelf. Sometimes it's good to like measure or like compare. Is the budget product worth the price, or is the normal price product worth the price? Is it competing quality wise with a budget product? So for example, if you go to Migros, we have the Migros budget product. It's always below the shelf. If you go to a chocolate shelf, the normal price are up and then the budgets are down. If you go to wheat, rice, whatever, all the budget stuff are down and the normal stuff are up there. Okay. So the stores that I generally shop at is Migros and Coop, and sometimes Lidl. I never shop at Aldi, But apparently Aldi and Lidl is way cheaper than Migros and Coop. Coop is so expensive. Coop has been expensive even when I was in Sweden. It's so expensive, like the bougie shop. But sometimes there are things that you wouldn't find in the other shops, so I go to Coop to get them. And for me, I find that like the quality of food in every shop is just the same, honestly. So why would I spend so much on a product that I can get cheaper somewhere? And also, if you cook a lot or you generally shop at a supermarket, I would advise that you get the membership card. Coop has it, Makers has it. I don't know about the other shops, but these two shops have it. And the membership card is whenever you buy stuff at the store, you collect points, and then later you can turn them into discounts, or like they send you offers every week, even days, like you can get discounts to shop stuff. Another thing I will touch on is transportation. Transportation in Switzerland is world high class and it's expensive as well. But do not worry, because I got you. If you're gonna be in Switzerland for a long time, let's say 2 years or more, or even a year, I would advise that you get the half-fare card. So the half-fare card is basically a subscription that you do it yearly, and what it does for you is it gives you the opportunity to have the half-fare price on all transports, boats, buses, trains, everything. If you have the half-fare card, if the normal price of your transportation is, let's say, 50 francs, you will get it for 25 every day. That is just it. Like, it gives you the half price on all transports in Switzerland. Okay, so I'd advise that you get the half-fare card. Is really good. You save a lot of money. And also download the SBB app. I've been saying this over and over and over. Download the SBB app. It's really, really good for you. It has the timetable. You can put in your half-fare card. You can even buy tickets for trains from Switzerland to Italy or from Switzerland to France. It's really good. So get the half. The next thing I want to talk about is health insurance. Now, it's a law in Switzerland that everybody has to have a mandatory health insurance. I have been juggling with some health insurance stuff because for me it's so complicated, but over the past few weeks I've understood it better, and I'm going to explain to you. First off, if you are an European citizen or you have an European residence, please make sure to apply for the blue card, the EU blue card. What this does for you is wherever you go in Europe, you save so much on health insurance. You don't have to pay health insurance. This I only figured out when I came. Not when I came, but when my last semester. Because tell me why, if I have the EU blue card, I am exempted from paying health insurance in Switzerland because of, the rule between EU and Switzerland. Switzerland is not part of EU, but this is good. So before you come to Switzerland, make sure to order your EU blue card from your government. And if you're a student, when you get here in Switzerland, and because you're required to get a health insurance, right? So send this EU blue card to the Swiss authorities and tell them that you have this EU blue card, so you should be exempted from paying health insurance. Now, this EU blue card, it only exempts you if you're going to be in Switzerland for a short period of time. But my friend, who was also a student, she had the EU blue card, and for 4 years she did not pay health insurance because she is not a permanent resident in Switzerland. Okay, so now that's the difference. If you are a permanent resident, or like you're gonna live in Switzerland for a long time, then you have to pay the insurance, the mandatory insurance. However, before you do this insurance, make sure to go to comparis.ch and compare the prices of all these companies that are offering you health insurance. What this will do for you is it will show you the high price and the low price, and then you have to compare what exactly is the value of these two. Now, when it comes to health insurance, let me break it down for you. In Switzerland, there's something called deductibles. When you're choosing a health insurance, you have to know for yourself, like, do you often go to the doctor or not? If you often go to the doctor, that means you're not fit, meaning you have to choose a lower deductible. But your monthly health insurance prices will be high. However, if you're fit and barely go to the hospital, you choose a higher deductible. This means your monthly health insurance cost is low and your deductibles are high. When your deductibles are high, whenever you go to the hospital, I think they measure it for a year. If the whole year you've been to the doctor and you have not spent up to 2,500, that is the highest deductible. If you have not spent up to your highest deductible, you're not getting your money back from your health insurance. But if you choose a low insurance, a low deductible, and you frequently go to the hospital and you're spending money, and at the end of the year you spend a lot more than your deductibles, the insurance will pay it for you. So that is the difference of high deductible and low deductible. High deductible means lower monthly health insurance cost. Low deductible means higher monthly health insurance cost. Is it clear? Another thing that is so annoying is laundry. In the old buildings of Switzerland, if you're renting like in one of the old buildings of Switzerland, laundry could be free, but not free like that. This is what I mean. There could be the laundry machines, but you have to pay for it. Washing for me is 3 francs. Drying is 3 francs. So what people do is they wash with the washing machine and then they dry their clothes outside on a rack, whatever. What you can also do is you buy your own washing machine and then you use it. But electricity bill, So yes, Switzerland is expensive, but with the right strategies, you can make it work. This was what I had to share with you. If you find this helpful, make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and share it to your friends so they also know about the cost of living in Switzerland. So I think this will be it for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next one.